All right, man. Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate you for coming on the show. If you could, introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
My name Kadeen. I go by the name Kadeen. I'm a rapper. West side of Chicago, North Avenue to be exact. Y'all make sure y'all go get that God's Plan. It dropped August 20th.
All right, slap that mic over just a little bit for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Move it up a little bit more. All right, cool. Right there. Okay. That's cool. All right, bet. So, as you just said, your latest project, can you talk about that a little bit? It sound like it's a meaning behind that?
God's Plan. So, this it's my sixth project. I dropped in the last year. Shit, this one, I think it was more meaningful to me because it was like I got some type of affirmation from God, like, man, to keep going, keep pushing. Plus, a lot of my fans been wanting to hear something different than what I've been rapping. They want to try to hear me, play with different styles and shit. So I had, put that out. But that was just like, like I had got a vision. I feel like I had got a vision from God. Like I had got a sign. Like everything started moving and gravitating in the direction of rap. So,
okay. And was that just for that song, or was that for the whole project, or was that just the modes you was in all together?
That was just really like the whole vibe I was in though. Like 1 through 7. If I think the first one was Lord Knows and shit. Then the second was like Around Me. Third one, Commas. Like all my songs though from 1 to 7 was like really shit. They really was like, I guess how I was feeling at that time, just around that time, like everything was starting to gravitate towards this, and it was just like, all right, okay, you got to keep pushing though, cause God been making this happen for you. So, I had to title that God's Plan though, cause that's just the vibe I was in though.
Okay. So let's walk it back a little bit. We're gonna start at the beginning, man. So let's talk about where you from and how hip hop became a part of your life.
I'm from West Side Chicago, North Avenue to be exact, and like rap always been around. Like I mean, from just my younger days, watching my older cousins do it and shit. Just listening, watching TV, all that shit though. Like hip hop always been a big influence though. Forever, for as long as I can remember. So, my cousins really inspired me to do this shit. And, younger, you don't really take it serious as you supposed to. I just kept pushing with it. And when I got older, shit, I think I want to say like right around the time of like last year, 2020, right around the time like COVID started, I really started to take this shit like for real serious. I was seeing people like really gravitating towards the message I was spreading, the music, and they was telling me like, man, you need to keep going. And I had, I took that feedback and shit, I just ran with it. And shit, I'm here now.
Okay. So was it that feedback that made you want to take it serious? Like, what made you take that step from just in the crib putting rhymes together to actually spending money at the studio to thinking of projects to making up track lists and stuff? Do you remember that actual instance of like, I'm finna do this shit for real?
Shit, like I ain't gonna lie, I always been like on the low, like rapping, writing verses and shit, spitting a little bit here and there, just not really taking the shit as seriously as possible. I think like around the time I had first went to jail and shit, that's all really a motherfucker had to do. We was shit, you working out, shit, feed your mind and writing and shit. I just started really like fucking with the pen then, like just putting shit together though. But when I came home, you come right home. We in the middle of the streets though. It's a whole war going on. You feel me? No matter what you got going on. So like all that shit really rap. Everything took a back seat until I just decided like, all right, okay, boom. I gotta start putting me first. Like let me start, checking shit off my bucket list. Cause I had to talk free Dre Will too. By the way, I had to talk with Dre Will, and Dre Will tell me like, man, this shit could be all over at any time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Free
like
game.
really like, putting it on the motherfucker mental. And you know what I'm saying? I really thought about it like, man, okay, before this shit all over with. And I don't want to leave no stone unturned with this shit. Like, this some shit that been on my brain to do for years. Like, I've been wanting to do this shit since I was a child. So it's like, all right, okay, let me see if I could really put the work in. You know what I'm saying? And at one point, I got tired of listening to certain rappers, though. You feel me? So it's like, okay, let me put a project together to see what my shit is saying. Like, if I was to play it back to myself. And shit, I think like right around the time, like 2019, breaking in 2020, around COVID time started, I just started writing. I think I wrote my first song. I was all off of Malcolm X when I was before I graduated from there. I was always playing it back and forth like, man, listen to this, you know what I'm saying, how this sound? And shit, they was fucking with it. And then it was like, all right, okay, is y'all really fucking with it, or is y'all, you feel me, just fucking with it because y'all fuck with me? And shit, when I did the whole project from 1 to 10, my first one was called Forever. Shit, I put it out, motherfuckers was fucking with it. shit, I think I went right back in the lab like 13 days later, and shit dropped something else, and before you know it, I just been on this movement, shit.
Okay. So you mentioned about, you know what I'm saying, not really listening to other artists. So who would you say you listen to coming up, you know what I'm saying, that you might have got your style from, or who you might have say um you looked up to, you know what I'm saying, probably took some pointers from. Is there any artists that you looked up to growing up? Was
Like
you like a Lil Wayne or a
like
Pac or
like music wise or
yeah,
just
music
influence
wise,
wise.
yeah,
Shit.
or both, or
I
both.
mean like
Was there
music.
anybody in the music industry that you like, man, I want to, you know what I'm saying? That's how you do it, you know what I'm saying?
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Or
Like
it was always like it's just me. I just gotta
shit.
get me in there.
When I came up, we was like it was in my era. Cause I'm you feel me? I ain't shit but 27. So in my era, we was T.I. Jeezy fans. You know what I'm saying? I was a huge T.I. fan. Wayne was this when Wayne was breaking out and like you couldn't do shit but listen to Wayne because he was dropping so many tapes though. You know what I'm saying? And shit, like I still listen to a lot of like I ain't gonna lie, like I like Jay, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Jay. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was a huge T.I. fan. At one point that was my favorite rapper, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with shit. I fuck with Drake, Kendrick Cole, like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers who really like put the work in their craft. And the more you get to rapping, the more you start to realize like this damn near sport, this shit is hard like to execute on the level like that they was executing back to back every week like that. Like you start to see it, you start to like respect the artistry and shit. But yeah, them was like my main favorites at the time. And even now shit, like I still listen to a lot of like I still listen to a lot of Chicago rappers now though. You know what I'm saying? Cause they still keep me. A lot of them still. We still. All us still dealing with the den and the same shit though. You know what I'm saying? So all of them really still keep me in more of this Dirk Herb, Bibby. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bibby. Like man, we ain't heard shit from you in a minute, man. We need to hear a tape, man. You know, I just
You know
felt
he
need
got
to
like
say
a
that.
record label and shit.
Yeah, I heard he
Real
up there
estate
fucking
shit.
with Def Jam and shit, but yeah, it's like man, shit. Even with like the rappers who like a motherfucker probably wouldn't really think of right now, like Pivot, Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him though. You know what I'm saying? And shit,
Sweet, man.
yeah, man, RP, man. Flex, shit. DCG, Levon, 1700, Pronto, Chemo, like all them keep Millie, all them like really keep me, you know what I'm saying, in the mode though. You know what I'm saying? When you be so far away, you be doing so much shit though. Like they all, cause we all still like damn near into the same shit though. Like you know what I'm saying? Really. And shit, it's like now it's just I'm starting to see like okay, this shit could really change people's lives though, and I ain't taking it for granted though. I'm taking this shit like for what it's supposed to be.
Okay. So you just mentioned a couple artists, and a lot of and all the artists you mentioned, everybody got their own style. So with that being said, what would you say your style of rap is when you sit down and create? Who would you say you making music for? Who would you say, you know what I'm saying, or is it for everybody?
Shit, like I ain't gonna lie, it's really for everybody. It's versatile. It's like whatever you like. So like, I'm not too far removed from the streets. Like you know what I'm saying. So I've been there. You know what I'm saying. Been to jail. You know what I'm saying. I just came off a 5 year stretch though from 16 to 21. You know what I'm saying. A couple years back. So it's like I ain't too far removed from the streets
It
and
ain't
what's going on.
man,
Yeah.
that shit still right here, gang.
You know
So
what I'm
if it's
saying.
shit still Chicago short, you
Right.
still gotta walk to your car.
No,
I'm
we
sure, you know
still
what I'm
like
saying?
yeah. I mean, if you know, you know. Whoever know me,
Right,
like
I'm
they
sure.
they know like you know what I'm saying. Everybody know like where I'm from, what's going
Right,
on, like all that. You know that ain't really too much got to be
Ain't never
explained.
chicken.
So it's like I ain't too far removed from the streets and what's going on. But like you know what I'm saying. I done came home and got a college degree too. So it's like I done been on them campuses. I done seen different shit though. You feel me? I done you know what I'm saying. Trapped and work jobs and all type of shit though. So I'm on like I'm really dead smack in the middle of what's going on though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what's going on over there, just like I don't know what's going on this side of the fence. But it's versatile, though. Like, you might hear me talking about some females on one song. You might hear me talking about some street shit. You also might hear me talking about some conscious shit and trying to push a motherfucker in a different direction for what's going on, because I know what's going on. Like, we all know, like, this shit ain't for everybody. This not no game. This real life. This shit don't be for everybody. And a lot of times, certain people be jumping out here because what they be hearing on the music. I ain't gonna try to send you off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you everything that I can tell you from each angle, and it's up to you to take it how you want to take it, though. You know what I'm saying? Whether you know what I'm saying, use it in a positive manner or use it in a negative manner. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna send you off though. So it's versatile though. Like I got different styles, and you know what I'm saying. Shit, I really like. Shit, you could tell. I mean, like you could honestly you could tell the difference between trap rap and conscious rap. You know what I'm saying? Like depending on what type of mood you in. You know, certain motherfuckers might want to wake up and turn up. You know what I'm saying? They might smoke a bed, turn up. Other people might just want to, you know what I'm saying, hear some shit that's gonna make them think though. You gonna get everything from me though when you sit down and really listen. At least on even every one of my projects, you gonna get some of everything. I ain't gonna just leave no stone unturned. I ain't gonna leave you thinking like, damn, okay, this how you gonna keep coming out. You gonna get some of everything from me though.
Okay. And talking about that, if you could you speak on your creative process a little bit? Like, are you a pen and a pad type dude? You punching in and punching out? You come to the studio with the whole project in a book? How is it when you're creating?
It depends. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got a motto. You know what I'm saying? Do you do everything? You know what I'm saying? That's my motto. It's on my sweaters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't never let no motherfucker put you in no box to what you know what I'm saying, to what you can't do. So like, I ain't gonna lie, when I pull up, sometime I might have heard a beat today. Shit, damn, okay, I like this beat. Let me just go ahead and my shit just the pen start flowing. You know, certain beats that get your pen to flowing. Or it might be a day where I hear a beat, let me just punch in, punch out, see what I can do with it. Or I might come with the whole thing though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever float my boat, I go wherever the day take me. Especially with you know what I'm saying, with this rap shit though, cause you could walk. I done walked in the studio many a days and I might have had 3-4 beats that I was finna rap on. And my engineer played me 2-3 beats that he just did. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. I ain't even finna do that. Let's do this. Let's work on something. And I scratch whatever I got going on. Now I'm finna start from scratch though. But yeah. But shit, I think my creative process though, it really stemmed from shit, my teacher, one of my teachers though. Like if y'all ever at Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying? I think y'all really need to take up her class. Her name is Brandy Booker. She teach English 101, but she always had this writing exercise for us. Like every time we came to class and shit, you know, your first 10 minutes, just write whatever come to mind. Like don't worry about grammar, none of that shit. Just write whatever come to mind type shit. So like I kind of added that into my process of, you know, waking up in the morning, every morning. Okay, let me listen to this beat. Let me see what I can come up with in this 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And then I had another teacher. She would like, okay, turn the page over and start over. You know what I'm saying? And then flip it and see what you got. And a lot of writing exercises though, cause rapping ain't that far from poetry or English. So, shit, it's just like now. I think when I went back to school though, I took it as like a challenge though, to like add all this shit in there, cause it was like I'm around people who got master degrees in this shit, who got PhDs, who, you know what I'm saying, who done made millions of dollars off just writing poetry though, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, it ain't that far removed from rap, so it's like, okay, if you want to be the best, naturally you got to be around people and adopt styles, bro, that's gonna make you the best though. And then even so, like if you take certain rappers, you know, you might never, let me see, for example, you might not see Kendrick, you might not never see him, you might see him once a year. But just know he locked in though. You might not see Jay for 2 years, but he locked in though. You might see Cole, but you can tell though, like he done showed you on documentaries how his process works. He locked in. Like we dealing with people who live in the studio 24/7. Like once you get deep into this shit, you start to realize this is a competition. This not a game though. We dealing with people who've been doing this shit their whole life. You could look at this shit like an NBA season. Like really, if you want to be technical, like when you coming into this shit, you dealing with motherfuckers who been here years. You know what I'm saying? Who ain't finna let you take their spot. Like, this how they eat. So it's like, natural, okay, this is what you want to do. You got to really put the work in. So it's like, however my process come when I get there, it's like some shit got to get done. Work got to get done. Like, this ain't fun no more. This ain't, I ain't doing this shit for play no more. I'm trying to get rich. I got people I need to take care of. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my people out the hood type shit. So it's like, no, this ain't no game no more. This shit real life.
Yeah, okay, and then like what you saying, this is real life, and earlier we touched on this being Chicago, you growing up in Chicago. So does what's ever going on in your real life, whatever's going on in the streets, does that ever reach your music? Do you bring that to the music, or is it strictly, you know what I'm saying, art?
No, it's still bring that, because that's still a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be authentic if I didn't. But as far as me like going deep into certain shit, like saying names, like saying a bunch of names and what's going on and who doing what, no, you ain't gonna catch me doing that. Like,
okay. Cause that's what I say a lot of times, that being a rapper in Chicago is one of the most dangerous professions you could be in. And a lot of people will see Chicago rappers and they see the diss and they automatically think it's a get on tactic, but it be real.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Street shit. It be
like,
shit that been going on for 20 years. Yeah. We just start rapping type shit. So I don't always, when I hear a Chicago rapper dissing, I don't always see it as no, you know what I'm saying? That shit right. So that's why I always ask, you know what I'm saying, just what type of feel, what type of vibe the artist
Now you
is
might
in,
not
you know what
never
I'm saying?
catch me per se name dropping dissing a nigga though, cause really that shit, that's we leaving that shit. We gonna be 100. We leaving that shit in the streets, bro. Like where I come from, we leaving that shit in the streets. We ain't finna be the people I'm around. We ain't finna be like, oh yeah, you know, fuck him X, Y, and Z. Cause we gotta be real about this shit. We gotta still step out the box and be 21 about this shit. Police still watching this shit. Like the feds still be watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? They know more about a motherfucker music just off the music than they do like really doing their investigation or doing their homework. Now they gotta do their job for that. Like we ain't finna do all that. Like you know what I'm saying? We gonna leave that shit where it's at, cause that's how shit nigga what Bobby Smurf, that's how he just got, you know what I'm saying? Like you could go down a list of millions of motherfuckers who done put that shit in their songs and they done ended up in federal custody or fucking their career behind that shit. Like, no, you ain't finna catch me doing that, bro. We gonna leave that in the streets though. You might catch me saying this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But as far as that name, I don't even name drop my homies like that. You ain't finna catch me like, nah, we don't do that. Not where I come from, at least well.
Okay. And touching on that side of it, we're gonna flip it over to the other side a little bit. What's your views on working with other artists? Is it do you collaborate with other artists? Do you reach out to other artists? Do other artists send you music that y'all work on, or is it just, you know what I'm saying, you focused on your own stuff? Or is it
Like I got some shit right now. I can think of on the top of my head. I got some shit with Zena Lee. She a wonderful singer out of Atlanta. I got some shit with Ice Face. He a Chicago artist. I got some shit with Dre Will. He a Chicago artist. I got some shit with Coco. She a Chicago artist. Chuck, you know what I'm saying? I got shit with Chuck. He a Chicago artist. Like all the, I mean, it depends though. So more so, if I hear you and I like what you bring to the table, you know, I'll reach out to you. Or naturally, like you gotta understand, when you get around different writers, they open up a different type of creative process. You know what I'm saying? You can learn something
show
from
you
everybody.
something?
Yeah. So it's like naturally, we might get in the studio. I just want to feed off your energy. Have it, you know what I'm saying? Have it come like we collab though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm open though to fucking with anybody though. Like I say, a lot of these people I'm still fans of though. So you know, it's just natural. Just okay, let's get in the studio, see what we could do.
Okay. So now we here. We here. You working. You know what I'm saying. You putting the work in. You dropping projects. What's the goal? What's the mission? What's the mission? What's your vision? You know what I'm saying. When you sit down and it's all said and done, what do you hope to get out of this? You know what I'm saying. Out the rap.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to get rich, man. Like that's really like the goal is to take my brand from where it's at now, man, and build this shit into a multi-million-dollar corporation. Also bring the people around me that came with me because they are part of my life and you know what I'm saying, what I started this shit for. But overall, yeah, like this not a game for me no more. This is a profession. Like a lot of these people that's at the top of the charts right now, you know what I'm saying, they there because of the work that they put in. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like this shit a competition to me. So I definitely wanna be there. Like I wanna be at the top of the charts with the Coles and the Kendricks and the Wale's, the Drakes, the all them. Like I wanna be there at that point. So it's like now, okay, I'm trying to get nationally known. Like I wanna be, you know what I'm saying, nationally known. Like I want to shit turn my brand into $1 million corporation though, like multi-million, like you know what I'm saying, probably billion. So that's the goal. Like motherfucker, like turn this shit like from what I'm doing right now to like what I'm able to employ every motherfucker around me that I care about or take care of everybody that I care about and really like turn this shit like, and even just the little shit though, like you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that have been listening to my shit and been getting them through their day. There's a lot of people out here that, you know what I'm saying, got mental health issues or commit suicide though, like really like touching people though and changing people's lives for the better, not just, you know what I'm saying, just rapping though. Cause now, like I say, I done found some type of like undying love for this shit. So now it's like, okay, this shit really got to go off though. Like I'm really trying to make this shit bigger than what it's supposed to be. Like, and then I got a lot of homies that rap though too though. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like creating a real brand though, and you know really get just, you know what I'm saying, making money with the people I care about.
Okay. So with that being said, what steps are you taking, you know what I'm saying, to make that a reality? Are you shopping for a major deal? Are you sending music to mainstream artists? Are you trying to go the independent route and just focusing on pushing you and your team? What's your mindset as far as that goes?
I'm just, I ain't gonna lie, I'm pushing the independent road. Like right now at this point, I'm making sure that the music in top, you know what I'm saying, the videography, you know what I'm saying, my video man in top, you know what I'm saying, the engineering on point. I'm making sure I cover every base as far as like the sweat, my sweaters with my brand and shit. I'm making sure that I cover every base, even the paperwork, you know what I'm saying, wise, like making sure that I'm staying inside the guidelines and certain shit that I'm dealing with though, like creating my brand so when these people, if they do decide to ever come to me, that shit, they know they can't come with no shortage. And if this shit just blow up for me independent wise, I got everything in tap though. But it's hard work gonna be acknowledged no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter who it is though. Like if they come to you, then they just trust and believe you doing what you supposed to do. So it's like, man, right now is learn as much about the business as possible. That's the main goal. Like trying to figure out how I get my foot in the door and how I could do what I need to do without these people. Like shit, that's main what it is though. And shit, really like put my team on. I got a whole bunch of homies that rap right now. And we really trying to like push our name across because we got something to say too though.
Okay. So, I got a couple more questions before I get you up out of here. So, what you was talking about, the other artists that you got on with you, are you the type to make? Do these other artists, do they gotta work, or are you taking them with you? Like, do they got to put in the same? Like,
shit, they in the studio with me day in and day out, and they see like my work ethic. So like naturally, it's gonna be contagious. You can't be around me if you ain't working. This ain't no situation where you just finna sit around and no, you got to really be in this bitch too though, cause I feed off you. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no different from trapping. Like this ain't no different from motherfuckers standing on the block. Like you ain't just finna stand on the block all day and not get no money. So like shit, this the same thing though. Like you know what I'm saying? You just gotta take that mentality from where you just hustling at to now put that work in though. This the same shit. The only difference is that you getting millions of dollars for this. Like you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So before I get you up out of here, what's next? What we got coming up next? What's can we get some dates? Release windows?
Oh shit, I don't really do the release dates, but just know I got a couple videos coming. I'm gonna try to get them out to y'all before November and shit. I might have some more music for y'all. I'm gonna fuck around and give y'all a date for let me see. We gonna try November 13th though. I'm gonna give y'all something November 13th though. Even if it ain't shit but like 4-5 songs though, we gonna get that out. And shit, we working though, man. Shit, just stay on the lookout though, man. Y'all make sure y'all go get all my projects. You know what I'm saying? Type my name in the computer, Kadeen. Everything gonna pop up everywhere. Spotify, Tidal, TikTok, whatever the fuck y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Whatever preference y'all got, man. I'm there.
And that's all I was going to end with. So that's where they can find you on social media and all the music.
Yeah.
And one more thing, that's all I meant to ask you. You mentioned a couple times you had some sweaters. If you could just touch on that for
shit, I got my sweaters. They called Dude. My grandma gave me the name. You know what I'm saying? It's an acronym that stands for Do You Do Everything. Don't leave no stone unturned. Like a lot of people said, me coming from the streets, I wasn't going to be able to be a college student. I wasn't going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, touch the business side, And don't leave no stone unturned because you could do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, do you do everything. Don't let no motherfucker tell you what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the motto. And shit, I got sweaters, you can hit me up. Facebook, my name Richard Sherman on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You hit me up, you want the sweaters, you know what I'm saying? I'll have them shipped to you, And shit, make sure y'all go get that music though. And just stay on the lookout though. Stay in tune.
Definitely stay on the lookout. Definitely gonna have you back on. We're gonna have some things cooking up. I appreciate you for coming on the show, man.
No problem.
All right, man. In a minute.
Yeah.